good afternoon to all our viewers wherever you are. So Sri Lanka winning the toss, batting first, and match 2 about to get underway. Very toughy, big, tall, fast bowler from New Zealand. He's had a good summer back home. Turn wrapped on the pads, and the finger has gone out. So great start here for New Zealand. Tuffy has struck with the second ball, and it's the second time in 2 matches that Sri Lanka have lost a wicket in the second ball of the innings.
Well, that's looked to be a pretty good decision from umpire Orchard. Marvin Adipatu got his pad in the way, seemed to get the front leg a long way across, and then couldn't get the bat around him. Pitching just in line with off stump, and it's hit well and truly on the pad in line. You can see there the bat couldn't get past the pad. That was the problem, that front leg, and that's a pretty reasonable decision. So Sri Lanka losing Adipatu. He has that habit of getting out for a duck, and he's done it again.
The outside edge is it. The fielders are peeling. The batsman is walking, and Daryl Tuffy has struck twice in his very first over. What a start here for New Zealand. Atapadu was the first man to be dismissed, and now Kumar Sangakkara.
Very good delivery. Daryl Tuffy just getting that one to move a little bit in the air. A faint edge and a good catch from Chris Nevin. He had to dive forward, which is not an easy thing to do. Good line, and then it just moved enough to catch the outside edge. And well done. Just got it above the ground. And Sangakkara has now gone for a duck. It's 1 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Nicely timed. First boundary of the Sri Lankan innings. Another boundary. Loose delivery, a full toss, and that's been put away. 12 for 2. That's in the air and in the gap. That's whisked away to the boundary.
Very sweetly timed by Joe Surya. His placement had to be good because it was very catchable. Went through it about waist height, but he found the gap. Absolutely raced away to the boundary. Into the gap, that'll be 4. Beautiful cover drive. Well, more often than not, he gets it away square of the wicket, but that time... Oh, lovely drive. Straight down the ground for 4. He plays almost all the shots in the book, Jayawardena, and, well, this is always a good one to see. That's a good shot. Just showing that he's not restricted to purely onside play. A lovely shot. That was a wonderful example of that wrist work that he uses so well. That'll be another boundary. Got it fine enough to get it away from Franklin. Well, the boundary's coming nicely here now for Jayawardena. All of them on the leg side in this last 2 overs.
Boundary brings up his 50 as well. His 750. That's cut into the gap. Excellent placement from Jayawardena. That's been one of the features of his innings so far. And walked away on the onside this time. And again, superb placement. Consecutive boundaries for Jayawardena. It also brings up the 100 here for Sri Lanka. That's in the air. And magnificently taken. In fact, he just signals to the umpire that it might be 1 bounce. That's the signal. Beautiful shot. And what placement. Still got the placement right. McMillan continuing. That's magnificently struck for 6. He's made that look easy, Jayasuriya.
Lion coming away. Hasn't really been playing too many aggressive shots last 20 overs or so, Jayasuriya, but that was a beauty.
That's it, beautifully played, an elegant century from a really good cricketer, Mahela Jayawardene, his second century in one-day international cricket in Sharjah, his 5th in one-day internationals. That's well played too. That's his 42nd half-century in one-day internationals. He's already made 10 centuries. Will this be another? And he's always been hungry, so he's back in business. Oh, and a little bit edgy. He's trying to get the ball down to third man for 4. He's succeeded in doing it. Risky, mind you. Over the top and down towards the mid-wicket boundary. That's another 4. Australia lives in New Zealand. Oh, he's hit that one way over the top. Hamish, I hope you're focusing. It's gone all the way for 6, and we'll show you now the sort of thing that a cameraman has to do to follow some of these lusty blows by Sanat Jayasuriya. They've got to keep that ball in focus as it flies away. Just watch this. Up she goes, and then up they go. Watch the ball fly away, and make sure they've got that right in the middle of their camera. Have a look at this and watch it go all the way into the seats back there. So that's the sort of thing cameramen are challenged with. In the air, got him, caught at cover. Well, at last they've managed to get a wicket. They've broken this partnership, which has put together 184 runs. 184. Mahela Jayawardene has hit the ball straight to cover. And, well, that's the end of a superb effort.
Even that was middle from Mahela Jayawardene, scooping it in the air, not to the pitch, and straight to the fielder. No problem there. And important wicket, Vincent picking up the catch quite neatly. But a wonderful, wonderful effort from Mahela Jayawardene. 100 when it was required.
Out of wicket. Well, that's a good breakthrough for New Zealand. Pretty difficult to get one over Oram. He's a very tall man. So a good breakthrough for New Zealand.
Sri Lanka repeating the dose. Lost 2 wickets in the same over at the beginning of the innings. And now they have lost 2 wickets in quick time again. Good catch by Oram. Rosnana goes for 1. It's 188 for 4.
Well hit. Another 6. Make that 3 sixes now for Jayasuriya.
I think everyone knew that was going all the way when it left the bat. There is a man down there at the deep backward square.
Well, he's going for another one. And he's made it easily into the crowd. So he mightn't have hit a lot of 4s today, Jayasuriya. But he's going well in the 6s department.
That now doubles the amount of 4s he has hit. 4 6s to 2 4s. Not too many occasions you'll find batsmen hitting twice the amount of 6s that they do 4s.
So far. Look out, Sir far field sovers than Ravi Shastri. He might be going for 6 from 6.
Chris Harris thought he would bowl a slow delivery, but it was much too short. Sharjah just waited on it and lofted it a long way over the boundary. This is the biggest of them so far. Not too sure if Chris Harris wants that ball to come back.
Hasn't come back. So a new box of balls coming out onto the ground. 3 sixes in a row for Joe Saria. We had Joe Saria's halfway there. Well, he's trying. And he's got number 4. Wow, that's a tremendous performance. I think he's got a sniff. I think he might be going for it.
Has brought up the 100 as well, and what a way to bring up 3 figures. Couldn't have been thinking about bringing up the 3 figures in this over when the over just started. Couldn't have been thinking about 6 sixes either, but here it is.
Well, he's going to fall short. Only a 4 on this occasion. That's 28 runs from the over. And it's his 11th 100, second in Sharjah. Well, that's beaten the 26 scored by Craig McMillan in Test cricket. He was definitely going for number 5 there, just didn't get the elevation. A tremendous over for Sri Lanka. He got that one almost in the block hole. So 30 runs off that over for Joe Saria.
Not getting a great deal of movement, but he has reasonably good control. That's why it's pretty difficult to hit him around.
And Joe Saria is in excellent form at the moment. That's well caught. Well judged. Matthew Bell, the fieldsman there at long on, got around very quickly.
Saria was trying to prove me wrong there with Andre Adams. Very powerful blow, but not hard enough to take it over the boundary. Just having a quick chat with his ex-batting partner since he's on his way in. Just trying to perhaps give him an idea of the sort of score they'll be looking for. But this is a good catch from Matthew Bell. Kept his eyes on it all the way through and held it well. Good knock by Sharjah Saria though. Didn't go helpful from the very beginning. Took his time, got his eye in, weighed up the situation, and then blasted away.
That's an excellent shot. So runs starting to come quite quickly for Sri Lanka. Brilliant shot. And after that, record-breaking over from Joe Saria.
And when you hit that 5th one, then there's tremendous pressure on the bowler. The finger has gone up here, looking to play again across the line. Dharmasena this time missing it altogether. The ball would have hit the stumps and struck in line, and that would have hit middle and leg. Dharmasena departs for 4, 240 for 6.
Tamin Devas, the new batsman, and he's a left-hander and himself capable of smashing a few around in Sharjah for the 3rd wicket. Back for the 2nd, this will be close. Oh, yes, he's got him, that's out, that's out. That's a magnificent throw from Franklin in the deep. He has let that one rip. It bounced into the stumps, and I think that's all over.
Yes, indecision there. Vas wanting the 2nd sent back. But what may just have done it for New Zealand is, apart from that direct hit, was the throw from Franklin. He had to throw flat. He decided to go one bounce into the stumps and a quick release as well. And he was dead accurate with the throw. Direct hit, and there's no doubt about that. Shaminda Vas departs for 5.
Saram getting another 4 away. Sorry, getting his first 4 away. There've been plenty in the innings, but this is what they need now. They need a bit of a flurry here at the end. Yes, they're racing in. The Kiwis are coming from all directions to try and stop this one. Going to fall. This will be close as well. Oh, yes, it's very close. It's out, in fact. No point in going to the replay on that occasion. Umpire Orchard's finger is raised. And understandably, the Sri Lankans trying to make every single one count. They're taking a few chances running between the wickets, but that's the way it's got to be with a few wickets in hand.
Saram goes for 21, 264 for 8.
And he finished it with a 6. Oh, he's bowled him. That was interesting. He was trying to flick that one over the top of the wicketkeeper's head. Surya thought it was pretty good as well. Yes, I don't think I've seen that one before. That's a new one.
Yes, and Murli will have an explanation for it in the dressing room. Only he knows what he was trying. Well, he can see the funny side of it. The ball hitting the off stump. The innings has come to an end, and a very good score by Sri Lanka here. 269 for 9. Over the keeper. That's what he was trying to do.
Surya and Jayawardene put on 184, equal to third brick wicket partnership here in Sharjah.
And he starts with a boundary. Well, that's exactly what Ravi Shastri said that they have to do. That's a good start for New Zealand.
An excellent start.
Oh, excellent shot. Beautifully timed. Well struck. Beautifully struck. Nice timer of the ball, Matthew Sinclair. Just wide of the fieldsman at short point, but very well timed. Raced away to the boundary. He's cleared mid-off for this one. That's a pretty inventive shot. And he's certainly a good timer of the ball. Both these batsmen got very good pieces of willow.
That's a slow one. It's pulled away down towards square leg and into the boundary it goes for 4. That's a slow ball gone wrong. All the Kiwis are out there to watch this. They're enjoying it.
And no ball as well.
They really are in quite a good position at the moment, New Zealanders. And they really are working it around. That's very well played. Just a little bit short. And is it going to reach the boundary? Yes, it does. Well, that's what you do with the medium pacers bowling. You use the pace of the ball, especially if it's a little bit short. Overbowled. He started to cause problems immediately, but this one's got away. This will upset Murli. He doesn't like this sort of thing. He's a very, very mean bowler. You can see just by looking at his face there, it's one thing having a close call. All of a sudden, it's 4 runs, and he hates it.
Yes, it hurts his rhythm because he bowled a lovely delivery. Actually, had probably been taken by the slip ball. It was away from the leap, but there you see the frustration. He's not convinced at all. Reacting just a little late, but importantly, getting New Zealand 4 runs.
Well, that's close. Good at hitting just outside the line. No, he thought about it long and hard. It looked a little straight, didn't he? Well, Muralidharan has made the breakthrough Sri Lanka needed.
There you see that initial shuffle to cover the extra spin. Ball pushed outside the off stump, and Sri Lanka picked up their first wicket. 82 for 1 New Zealand.
Andre Adams is the new batsman.
That's heaved away on the onside and straight down the throat of the man in the deep. Desaram making no mistake. Second wicket goes down.
Beaten in the flight by Muralidharan. He doesn't get to the pitch of the ball, therefore he's really got to reach out to try and drag it to the onside, which meant that he, one, mistimed it, and two, got it a lot squarer than he wanted and picked out the fielder. It's 85 for 2.
That's swept away and swept hard. And once again, an excellent effort in the deep. He's been busy there, Jayawardena. He's saved a certain boundary.
The outfielding for both teams has been very good. In fact, we've got two pretty athletic teams. New Zealand very fast in the outfield. Jayawardena has already made plenty of runs for Sri Lanka. On that occasion, he was saving them.
Chipped in the air, simple catch. That's a very tame dismissal. We were talking a little while earlier about how batsmen will play early in a situation like this, especially when they just come in. McMillan has done exactly that.
He doesn't have a great backlift, Craig McMillan, and there's a lot of arm in his play. That means if the ball just stops on you a little bit, you can get out in front, and he's done it on that occasion. Just hit a simple catch back to Russell Arnold, so that's a big breakthrough for Sri Lanka. 110 for 3.
Well, he gets the single there, Sinclair. It also brings up his half century. His second 50 in one-day internationals. He's looking for wide has been signaled. Actually, what's happened is the ball has gone behind his pads and hit the leg stump. So the Sri Lankan captain has struck, and the New Zealand innings at the moment in disarray. Looking to play that ball fine on the onside. This one just spinning enough, missing the pad, missing that sleeve, just kissing the leg stump. So Lou Vincent goes for 2, 116 for 4.
Jayasuriya into his 6th over. That's a good shot. No need to run for those.
Of the New Zealand batsmen, there is the reason why. Good use of the feet, coming down the track.
Gone again. Another man ball behind his back.
That's very clever bowling by Sanat Jayasuriya. The way he rotates the ball in the palm, he's expecting great things from himself. Always on the lookout of picking up a wicket, trying to do something different. It has worked in his favor. A quicker delivery this time. And bowled him round his legs on that middle and leg stump.
Jacob Oram going much too far across the stumps. 128 for 5. Another left-handed batsman. So no real change in the field by Jayasuriya. That's close and that's out. Sri Lankan supporters has been a good knock. He's did concentrate very hard right throughout this innings. The wicket being provided by Russell Arnold. Flatter ball, a quicker one through the air, caught on the back foot and plumb in front. It's gone for 60 and New Zealand now 134 for 6. Cup. And another wicket goes down. What a simple dismissal.
A soft dismissal. Dharmasena has been a good selection. Ball could have probably just stopped a little. It was not fired in. Well-flighted delivery. Just a little early into that shot. Trying to play it towards the onside. Straighter delivery. Gone for 2 and New Zealand now 137 for 7.
He hit Six is gone. I think that's out. Umpire Dave Orchard is just making sure by referring it to the third umpire. But I think that's another wicket down.
The non-strikers in and out by a mile, by a long distance.
Oh, well bowled, beautifully bowled. That's going to go all the way for absolutely everything.
Yes, big spinning delivery this. Misses the outside edge. Goes in between the keeper and slips. Kind of bowler who'll spin it on any surface, Muralidharan. That's vicious turn.
50, 85.9. Oh, that's got to be out. Yes, he's got him. Plum LBW. And boy, Dharmasena has a smile as broad as you can imagine on his face. He's got this little overspin ball going well. They're smiling all round.
He was playing down the wrong channel all the time this over. That's Plum in front. Another wicket goes down. New Zealand 146 for 9.
That's the last ball of the innings and of the over, and it's beautifully struck away down the ground for 4. That's the best shot we've seen for a little while. 159 for 9. Oh, and a little bit of a mix-up here. This could be close. I think he's a bit late. He wants the replay, but I think he got there, unless his bat bounced in the air.
That's it. He was brought back into the attack, and it's over. Tony Gregg said it. Muralidharan, his first delivery from his 8th over, and it's over.
Good work by the Sri Lankans. Captain Sina Jayasuriya shaking hands, knows that his team has done well.